Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our new course, which is starting from today. That is Java Real-Time Project Development. What is this course is all about? What are the prerequisites to attend this Java Real-Time Project course? What are the prerequisites? What is the course content that we are going to discuss? So today we are going to discuss about what are the prerequisites in order to attend this course and what is course content, basically what is the roadmap that we are going to cover, and who should attend this course, who is eligible to attend, who should complete this course, and benefits of attending this course, benefits of attending this Java real-time project development. After this, if you have any questions which I have not covered in the session, then we are going to address those questions also. Online students, if you have any questions, you can ask me at the end of the session. Every day at the end of the session, 15 to 20 minutes I will spend for your doubts clarification. For offline people, I will be available at institute only. At any point of time, you can come and meet me if you have any questions on this. All right. So first one, this is Java real-time project course. This is my 28th JRTP batch, guys. Already I have completed 27 JRTP batches. My 27 JRTP is the latest one, which is completed. And this is the new batch, that is 28 JRTP. Right. So coming to myself, introduction. My name is Ashok. Most of you already know. The people who don't know, my name is Ashok. I'm having total 11 plus years of experience in IT industry. Currently, I'm working as a project manager in one of the MNC company. And apart from this 11 years IT experience, I am having total 8 years experience in training field, guys. From last 8 years, I'm giving the trainings, and I have started Ashok IT Institute in 2020. First COVID, we started our institute. Before starting Ashok IT, I worked with some other institutes in the Amirpet as a trainer, right? So this is very quick introduction about myself. So my name is Ashok, having total 11 years experience. My current designation in the IT, that is project manager. I'm working for one of the banking company from Hyderabad location. And in the teaching, I'm having 8 years experience, and Ashok IT started in 2020. So almost 4.5 years journey. Good. So next one, coming to our Java project development. Okay. So this is not like your regular course. Already you attended your core Java, advanced Java, frameworks, Spring Boot, Hibernate, Microservices, REST API. You attended all the courses on the Java. Now, why we need to go for Java real-time project course again, and who are eligible to attend this course? What are the prerequisites of attending this course? And what is the benefit that you are going to get if you attend this Java real-time project? Good. The very first thing, prerequisites in order to attend this course, guys. You should already complete your Java full stack training in any institute, whether in Ashok IT or in different IT. You should complete your full stack development training. Then only you are eligible for this Java real-time project development. So the first step here, you should have very good knowledge on core Java. That is the first prerequisite. And the second one, advanced Java. When I say advanced Java, JDBC and servlets and MVC architecture. If you don't know JSP, not a problem, because that is already outdated in the industry. So you should have knowledge on core Java, especially in the core Java, OOPS concepts, exception handling, okay, collections, collections concepts you should know, main Java 8 Lambda expressions, stream API. If you know Java 11, Java 17 also, that is excellent. But minimum Java 8 is required. So you should know core Java concepts, and you should know advanced Java concepts. And the next one, You should have knowledge on database, SQL. So you should know how to create a table, how to perform DML operations, DQL operations, DCL operations, how to perform operations on the tables. Basically how to perform CRUD operations in the table by writing SQL queries, that you should have idea. And you should have the knowledge on web development. So when I say web development, basic of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. So JavaScript, Bootstrap, HTML, CSS, this knowledge is required. Along with this, another important thing here, you need to have the knowledge on Spring Boot and microservices. Another important thing, Spring Boot and microservices knowledge is required in order to attend this Java project development. So these are the prerequisites. Now you may get a question, sir, if we know all these things, then I'm a Java developer, right? Why should I join for this course again? If I learn all these concepts, it will take 6 months of time to complete all these things. I will become a full stack developer. Then why should I come to your course again? What is the benefit that you are going to get as part of our project training? Here some people who completed Boot microservices, excellent, you are eligible. If you don't know Spring Boot microservices, then it's mandatory that you have to learn Spring Boot microservices parallelly. You can attend Java project and Spring Boot courses parallelly if you don't know this part. If you don't know Spring Boot microservices, nowadays you are not called as a Java developer, and there is no use of attending my JRTP course, because in the real-time project we are going to develop everything based on Boot microservices only. So you can attend this Spring Boot microservices parallelly with JRTP. SBMS, I will call that as Spring Boot microservices, and the next one is JRTP. You can learn parallelly. All right. How many of you don't know Boot microservices? Come on, raise your. You are attending SBMS. That's fine. The people who are attending SBMS, there is no problem. You are going to attend 7:30 to 9 JRTP class will be available. 9:30 to 11 Spring Boot microservice class will be available. Apart from this, is there anyone who is coming for only JRTP who don't know Spring Boot microservices? My sincere request, without Spring Boot microservices, you will not get any benefit from the JRTP. If you know SBMS, excellent. If you don't know, you can learn both courses parallelly. So these are the prerequisites in order to, Aman, if you don't know Boot microservices, you need to attend that course also parallelly. Good. What are the prerequisites for JRTP, guys? What is the first one? Core Java. What is the second one? Advanced. In the advanced, JDBC, servlets and MVC. Recently we started one free batch also for the advanced Java. Right. Next one, database. Basics of SQL queries you should know. What is the primary key? What is the foreign key? What is a join? How to perform CRUD operations in the table. Basic idea should be there. Web development. How to create a form by using HTML, CSS. How to work with the tables, form validations, right? How to use JavaScript to make our web pages dynamic. How to use framework like Bootstrap to apply CSS to make our web pages more beautiful, to make our web pages responsive for mobile as well. We need to use the Bootstrap. So you should have very strong knowledge on these four topics. Boot microservices, if you know, no problem. If you don't know, you have to attend parallelly. Without attending Boot microservices, if you come to JRTP, it is waste of your time, it is waste of your money. Without Spring Boot microservices, don't join for the project development. Both courses you need to attend parallelly. Good. Coming to course content. So what we are going to learn as part of this course, guys? What we are going to learn as part of this course? We have divided this course into multiple modules. So the first module is basic introduction part. Okay. Software project introduction, right? What is the meaning of software project? How many types of software projects available in the industry? What is scratch level project? What is maintenance project? What is migration project? Tomorrow when you join in the company as a Java developer, what kind of work they will assign to you? What will be your day-to-day activities as a Java developer in the company? What are your roles and responsibilities as a full stack developer? How you need to manage the work, how you need to manage meetings in the team, what is onshore team, what is offshore team, that complete IT industry related information we are going to discuss as part of part 1. Software project details we are going to learn, software companies details we are going to learn, interview process we are going to learn. Okay, how interview will happen in a if you go for a TCS company, interview process will be in one pattern. If you go for Oracle company, interview process will be in the different pattern, because TCS comes under service based company, Oracle comes under product based company. When you attend the interview in the product based company, in the service based company, interview pattern will be different. So before attending the interview, you need to know in which company you are giving the interview, that company belongs to which category. Is it a service based company? Is it a product based company? Is it a outsourcing company? You need to understand. So all that information we are going to discuss here, and we are going to discuss about roles and responsibilities of developer in the industry. What companies are expecting from Java developers in the IT industry, that we are going to discuss. And the next one, I will tell you day-to-day activities. When you join in the company, how your day will start, how your day will end as a developer. That is very, very, very important to understand. Tomorrow when you go for the interview, they will, hello sir, your name? Huh? Why you came here? You can chat in the hostel also, right? Why to come to the classroom to do a chatting in the mobile? Huh? Then if you are not interested, you can leave. Door is open. It's not a school. If you are really interested, then only sit. If you are not interested, you can get out. Okay? If you are in the class, I need your concentration. I need your attention, guys. Right. So we are going to understand the module 1, that is, it is just theoretical module only, guys, but you are going to get lot of information related to software companies categories, software project categories, day-to-day activities of developers in the industry, what are the roles and responsibilities of the developers, that we are going to discuss here. And we are going to discuss about project teams. How many teams will be available in a project? What is onshore team, what is offshore team, how the communication will happen between onshore team and offshore team, that also we are going to learn as part of our module 1. Once this module is completed, then second module for us, guys, that is very, very, very important to work in the company as a full stack developer, that is Linux. As of now, you are working with Windows operating system. But tomorrow when you go for the company, 80% of the work will be there on the Linux operating system. Our project deployment, our project servers, our project database, our project tools, everything will be available in the Linux operating system. No project will be delivered to the client without using Linux machines in the real time. So tomorrow when you go for the interview, they will ask a question. Where your project is deployed? Your project is deployed in one server. Where is that server? Server is in the Linux machine. Where is the database of your project? Project database is available in the Linux machine. Where is the Docker server, Jenkins server, Kubernetes, SonarQube, Nexus? We are going to use 10 plus tools in the project development. All these tools will be configured in the Linux machines only in the real time. Tomorrow, when our project is executing, there is a chance of getting some problem in the project. Some exception can occur when customers are accessing our application. How do you find out that problem in the project? Already you developed, you tested, you delivered to the client. Customer is accessing your project. Today morning at 7 o'clock, customers are not able to log in into our application. As a developer, we need to find out what is the problem, why customers are not able to log in into our application. That's where you need to check logs of the application. Where is that log available? Log is available in the Linux machine. How you will connect it to the Linux machine to check the problem of our application? So that's why every developer should have knowledge on the Linux operating system. Are you getting my point? I will tell you the scenario. What is going to happen? So tomorrow when we are working in the project, right, how the situation will be there in the project? Company will give you one laptop, or company will give you one computer. So this is company provided laptop for you. In this laptop you are going to write the code, you are going to develop the project. To develop this project you need to connect with the database. Your database will be available in a Linux machine. For the project, database will be available. That a database will be installed in the Linux machine, guys. So your laptop should connect to the database which is available in the Linux machine. And tomorrow for your project, you need to perform the code review. That code review we will perform by using one software called SonarQube. That SonarQube server will be available in the Linux machine. Database is available in the Linux machine. SonarQube is available in the Linux machine. Your project you want to deploy by using a tool called Jenkins tool. That Jenkins tool is available in the Linux machine. The Jenkins is available in the Linux machine. And finally, you want to deploy your project in one server. You want to deploy your project in one server. That server is available again in the Linux machine. Server is available in the Linux machine. In that Linux machine, our application code will be deployed. In the Linux machine, our application code will be deployed. When the application is executing, log messages will be generated. For our application, one log file will be generated, guys. That log file will be available again in another Linux machine. So in the real time, for every project, minimum 20 to 30 Linux machines will be used. That is the reality. So we are using laptop with the Windows operating system. That is only for our coding purpose. That's it. Once the coding is completed, the remaining operations will happen on the Linux platform only. So you need to check the log file available in the Linux machine. But your laptop is a Windows laptop. Your laptop is a Windows laptop. For example, today your manager called you. Hey, Ashok, today morning from 7 o'clock, people are not able to log in into our application. Can you see what is the problem? Why people are not able to log in? To see the problem, I need to see the log file of the application. How the application code is running. That details will be available in the log file. Where is that log file? Linux machine. This Linux machine is available in the USA. I'm in Hyderabad. Okay. My server is running in the US. My server is available in the Linux machine. My application logs available in the Linux machine. That Linux machine available in the USA. I'm in Hyderabad. I'm having a Windows laptop given by company. Immediately go to Shamshabad, find out the flight which is going to US, go to US and see the log file. Is it possible? No. What we need to do? From this Windows machine, I should connect with the Linux machine and I need to check the log file. Then I need to identify the problem. So if you don't know Linux, can you complete that task? No. So that is the reality. So every developer should have knowledge on the Linux operating system to survive in the job. In the interview, they may not ask you questions on the Linux, but as part of the job, you need to work with the Linux machines. That is very important. So that is the reason after introduction is completed, we are going to start with the Linux operating system. Okay. Once the Linux is completed, just 3-4 classes we are going to take. Whatever is required for the developer level, that we are going to learn as part of this module. Then after Linux OS is completed for us, then the second module that I'm going to teach you is AWS Cloud. Nowadays, without cloud, no project will be developed. So everybody using cloud computing in the industry. So I will tell you the fact. When I got the job as a Java developer in 2013, I started my career in 2013. At that time, Java developer means if we know core Java plus advanced Java plus Oracle, then we will get the job in the IT industry. We got the job with that knowledge only. Core Java, advanced Java, Oracle. When this is the situation in the market, in 2010, 11, 12, 13, at that time, Java developer means these skills are sufficient to get the job. Then after 2014, 2015, when we say Java developer, core Java is required, advanced Java is required, Oracle database knowledge is required, then they expected Spring plus a Hibernate. After 2015, industry expecting Java developers should know about Spring and Hibernate also to get the job. But before COVID in 2019, 2018, the Java developer definition got changed. Java developer means core Java, advanced Java, database, Spring Boot, microservices. So up to now, from 2017 onwards, people are expecting this skill set from the Java developer. So earlier, when I am saying this one, up to 2014, 2012, 2013. So at that time, Java developer means this skill set is sufficient to get the job. But when it comes to up to 2016, in that 3 years, industry expectation changed. In the up to 2016, people expected Java developer means Spring plus Hibernate is also required to get the job. Then here up to 2020, up to 2020, people expecting Java developer means core Java, advanced Java, database, Spring Boot, microservices knowledge is required to get the job. Now, what is the present situation? Present situation, what companies are expecting from Java developers? Core Java, advanced Java, database, Spring Boot, microservices, cloud, Angular or React. This is the expectation. So year by year, industry requirements are changing. Okay. So initially in 2013, I got the job with core Java, advanced Java and database only. Then after 3 years, industry expected Spring knowledge from the Java developers to give the job. In the 2020, 2021, industry asking, do you know Spring Boot microservices? Then only we will give you the job. Now, Spring Boot microservice became common in the Java community. Every Java developer should know Spring Boot microservices. Now, today, what industry is expecting from Java developers? Core Java, advanced Java, database, Spring Boot, microservices plus cloud plus Angular or React. Along with the cloud, they are expecting DevOps tools plus one front-end technology, that is Angular or React. So if you have this skill set, then only you are eligible to get the job in the industry as a Java developer. So this is the reality today. So if you learn only Java, only Spring Boot microservices, no, it's not sufficient to get the job. Along with the Java, you should learn at least one cloud technology. It can be AWS, it can be Azure, or it can be GCP. And you should learn DevOps tools also. When I say DevOps tools, Docker, Kubernetes, Jenkins, GitHub, like that. SonarQube, all these tools comes into picture. And one front-end framework. Earlier we used JSP to develop the front end. Up to 2015-16, people used JSP to develop the front end in the Java. But today, nobody using JSP. People are going for Angular or React JS to develop front end of the application. All of you agree with me? What industry is expecting from the developers? What industry is expecting from the developers, guys? Come on. Core Java, Advanced Java, database, Spring Boot, microservices, cloud, DevOps, Angular, React. So if we learn all these things, then you are eligible to attend the interviews. Even for freshers also, they are expecting this. So by keeping these concepts in my mind, I have designed syllabus for my Java real-time project. Okay. So what is the first module? Software project information we are going to learn. What is scratch project, maintenance, support project, what is prod based company, what is service based company, what is outsourcing company, what is a permanent job, what is a contract job in the IT industry. Okay, and what are the roles and responsibilities, day-to-day activities of developers in the company, what kind of teams will be available in the project, what is the onshore team, what is the offshore team, how the teams communication will happen in the industry, we are going to understand. Okay, and we need to know one more thing, escalations. That is very common. If you are not doing some work properly, then you will get a escalation on you. When you get the escalation, then you are in the danger zone in the project. If you got 2 to 3 escalations, you will be fired from the project, you will be fired from the company. So you need to be very careful about the escalations. If you are not doing the work, your team member will send a escalation to your manager on your profile. So you need to be very careful about that. Then next, what is the module 2? What is the module 2? Linux operating system. Sir, I'm a Java developer. Why should I learn the Linux? You may get a doubt. Sir, I am came here to learn the Java. Why are you teaching Linux for us? Why? To survive in the job. Why we are learning Linux? To survive in the job. Tomorrow when you go for a company, every day you need to work with 10 Linux machines in the company. As part of your day-to-day activities, you need to work with the Linux machines because your application will be deployed in the Linux machine. Your database will be available in the Linux machine. Your Docker will be available in the Linux machine. Jenkins will be available in the Linux machine. SonarQube will be available in the Linux machine. Kubernetes will be available in the Linux machine. So every day you need to work with the Linux machines in the company. And where those Linux machines will be available? In the cloud. So AWS Cloud. Sir, why we need to learn this AWS Cloud? Let's understand. To run my project, guys, to run my project, I need one machine. Okay, one Linux machine I need. In this machine, my database will be available. In this machine, my SonarQube will be available. In this machine, Docker will be available. In this machine, Kubernetes will be available. In this machine, Jenkins will be available. In this machine, log file is available. Now see here, this is database and this is Jenkins and this is Sonar and this is Nexus and this is Docker and this is Kubernetes, and here I'm going to store log files. These all are the machines that we are using to run our application. So these are all the tools. Database is mandatory, Jenkins mandatory, Sonar, Nexus, Docker, Kubernetes, log server. These many machines I want to use in order to run my application. How many machines, guys? 3 plus 3 plus 1. 7 machines I need. These 7 machines I will use only for the project testing purpose. These 7 machines I will use only for the testing purpose. Once the testing is completed, again I want to deploy my project in the production. I want to deliver the project to the client. To deliver the project to the client, I need again 7 machines. 7 plus 7, 14 machines I need to maintain for one project. In my company, 10 projects available. 10 into 14, 140 machines I have to maintain. Purchasing 140 machines, keeping them in one room, giving the electricity for the machines, giving internet for the machine, setting up the AC for the room, security guard, network administrator, power administrator, backup, all this is a burden for me. I don't want to invest that much money in order to purchase these computers. and I don't want to maintain these computers. Purchasing is very easy. Okay. So I want to, for example, I want to purchase 100 computers, guys. 100 computers. Okay. For each computer, assume that I'm spending 1 lakh. My configuration machine I'm purchasing. I want 100 computers, not for the developers. 100 computers only to run my application, guys. 100 computers I want only to run my application. So 100 computers I am purchasing. Each computer cost is 1 lakh. Each one 1 lakh. So total how much? 1 CR I have to spend in order to purchase 100 computers. Okay, I got 100 computers. I will spend 1 lakh to purchase the computers. That is fine. After that, I need to take one big room to store these 100 computers, and for that room network is required, power is required, and security guard is required, network administrator is required, backup is required, and if any disaster happen, recovery should be available. I need to spend lot of money to maintain these computers, guys. First problem, purchasing. Second problem, maintenance. So earlier companies used to maintain the infrastructure on their own. Infrastructure means the resources that are required to run our project. Databases are required. Okay. And log servers are required. Jenkins servers are required. So many computers are required. Storage is required. Security is required. Backup is required. Power is required. Network is required. All these things are burden for the company nowadays. So instead of we are purchasing the infrastructure, instead of we are maintaining the infrastructure, we are simply taking these 100 computers for rent from the cloud platform. That's where AWS Cloud comes into picture. So earlier companies used to purchase the infrastructure, companies used to maintain the infrastructure. But today it is very risky process. 100 computers I want. I need a 10 to 20 people to maintain the computers. I need power. I need electricity, and I need security. I need a network also. For example, today it is a heavy rain in the Amirpet. There is no power. There is no internet. Then can I tell to my client, today it is raining in the Amirpet, so our systems will not work? What do you need to do? Power backup is required. So can you manage that power backup on your own? Again, you need to recruit the employees. Today, internet is not coming. Today, I purchased 10 extra computers. How to set up the network? What is the security? What is the backup? What is the storage? So maintaining infrastructure is the biggest headache nowadays in the market. That is the reason companies are not purchasing the infrastructure. Whatever infrastructure is required, companies will take for rent. I want a database for 1 year, take for rent. I want 10 computers for 1 year, take for rent. I want security, take for rent. I want storage, take for rent. I want network, take for rent. Who will give infrastructure for rent? Cloud computing, AWS Cloud, Azure Cloud, GCP Cloud is simple example. In your house, your marriage function is there. For your marriage, you are inviting 1,000 people, guys. You are inviting 1,000 people for your marriage. So to arrange the function with 1,000 people, you need to take 1,000 chairs. Okay. At least 500 tables are required for dinner or lunch. And you need one stage. You need one stage with decoration. And you need one generator for power backup. Lot of material is required, and for preparing the food some kitchen material is required. When I say the bowls and all that stuff is required for this function, how many days that function will be there? Maximum 1 or 2 days. Just for 2 days, will you purchase 1,000 chairs? You have money also, will you purchase? No. Why? After 2 days there is no use. After 2 days of time, there is no use of those 1,000 chairs. And where you will store those 1,000 chairs? In our house, that much space will be available? No. Then what we will do for the marriage function? Shamiana, rent. Take it for rent for 2 days. Pay 1 or 2 lakh rupees. After function completed, they will take the material, they will go to their shop. In the IT also same concept. When company developing a project, database, storage, network, computers, machines, whatever you want, take for rent. Once your work is completed, give it back to them. So what is the advantage? Do we need to bother about the chairs and tables for the marriage? Already there are some providers available. You will give rent for them. They will give the material for you. For 2 days or 3 days, you decide what is the price. You discuss with them. Take that for rent. Use it. Once work is completed, give it back to them. IT industry also following the same concept nowadays. So company want to develop a project. To develop the project, I want 100 computers. I want 3 databases. I want a network. I want to backup. I want storage. But I don't want to purchase. If I purchase, money waste. And second problem, if my business is not running, what I will do with those computers? There is no use. There is no use. And after purchasing, what about maintenance? That is the biggest headache. Maintenance is very, very, very difficult. So that's why nowadays people are going to use cloud computing to get the IT infrastructure for rent. So every developer should know how to work with the cloud also, because tomorrow in your project, the database is available in the AWS Cloud, guys. The database is available in the AWS Cloud. So you are a developer. You are developing the code. You need to connect with the database. As part of training, you are installing database also in your laptop. Your code also available in your laptop. Localhost colon that 808015213306. You are connecting to the database which is available in your machine. But tomorrow when you go for the company, database will not be available in your machine. Database will be available in the Linux machine. That Linux machine will be available in the AWS cloud. So how to connect to that database which is available in the AWS cloud? By using our Java program. So without having knowledge on the cloud, that is not possible. Are you guys getting my point? Tomorrow you want to perform project code review to identify the mistakes you have done. To perform the code review, Sonar server is required. Sonar server is available in the Linux machine in the real time. That Linux machine is available in the AWS cloud. How you will use that Sonar server available in the AWS cloud? To review the code available in your machine. So that knowledge is required. So you need to learn cloud computing for sure. Okay, I already told you definition of Java developer. Cloud knowledge is required, right? So module 2, Linux operating system. Module 3, AWS cloud. So this concept we started from 25 JRTP onwards. Up to 24 JRTP, these two modules are not part of the syllabus. At that time, the industry expectations is not there. But later people told me, sir, I attended the interview, but I got rejected due to lack of knowledge on the Linux machines and AWS cloud. After taking the feedback from the people, I have changed the syllabus of the JRTP. I have added Linux operating system and AWS cloud. Because of these two modules, the course duration increased extra 15 days. So 1 week we are going to learn the Linux, 1 week we are going to learn AWS cloud. 15 days extra we are going to spend to cover these two modules, guys. But complete AWS we are not going to discuss here, because only AWS will take 3 months of time. But here, whatever the knowledge required for the developer level, how much knowledge required for the developer to work with the cloud computing, that knowledge I am going to provide. Are you getting? So what is module 2? Come on. Online students, are you with me?
Yes,
Online
sir.
people,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
are
sir.
you follow me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yeah.
So can you guys tell
Yes, sir.
me
Yes,
why
sir.
we are learning Linux here? Every
Yes,
day
sir.
we are going to work with Linux machines in the real time. If you want to survive in the industry as a developer, definitely you should know Linux. And why we are going to learn the AWS cloud here? To manage infrastructure in the cloud. Companies are not managing the infrastructure on their own nowadays. Companies are using cloud. So if you want to work in the company project, you should know that cloud computing. Then after it is completed, then module 4. In the module 4, we are going to learn DevOps tools. In the module 4, we are going to learn DevOps tools. So in this JRTP, we are going to cover 20 plus real-time tools for you. As part of this course, we are going to learn 20 plus real-time tools that we are using in the industry. Sir, are we going to use all these 20 tools in the project? Not sure. Some companies will use some tools, some companies may not use some tools. But in my 11 years, I got the chance to work with these 20 tools in my career. But reality, all the 20 tools I never used in a single project. So in my 11 years of experience, I worked for 4 different companies, 4 different projects. So in one project, some tools will be available. In another project, some other tools will be available. Okay, but I'm going to cover 20 plus real-time tools as part of our course. So some tools comes under DevOps also. Sir, what are the tools we are going to learn? So we are going to learn here GitHub. We are going to learn GitHub and we are going to learn Bitbucket. They are used to store all the developers code at one place. So in the project, multiple developers will be available. The developers will be working from different locations. I am from Hyderabad. I'm in Hyderabad. My team member in Chennai. My team member in Bangalore. We are working on the same project. How the code is integrated? All the developers code should be integrated at one place. So that's where we are going to use a tool called GitHub. Alternate for the GitHub. In some companies, GitHub will be available. In some companies, Bitbucket will be available. And the next one, we are going to learn about Maven and Gradle. What is this Maven and Gradle? Build tools. In the Spring Boot, already we covered Maven. So every developer should know Maven and Gradle to build our applications. And next one, Jira. We need to learn about Jira. What is Jira? Dal tadka Jira? Huh? No. What is
SDT,
Jira? Jira is a
ticket
project
management.
management software. Every day, task will be assigned to you through this Jira software only. So many people will have a doubt, sir. When I go for company, how I will get the task? You will get the task in the Jira software. Your manager will assign a task to you in the Jira. You should log in into Jira and you should see what task they have assigned and you need to work on that task. Then you need to update the task status also in the Jira. Jira is a project management software and it is also used as a bug tracking software also. You developed some code, testers are testing, they found some issue, they find some issue in your code, they will raise a bug. Ashok developed login functionality not working as expected. There is a bug in the login functionality. Testers will report a bug to the developer by using Jira. So it is used as a project management software as well as bug reporting software also. Jira, everybody should know that. And the next one, you should know about a tool called Sonar Cube. You should know about a tool called Sonar Cube. What is Sonar Cube? Code review. You are writing some lines of code. For example, you have written 1,000 lines of code. Without knowing, you have done some mistakes in the code. You are not following some coding standards. You are not following some best practices. There is a chance of getting null pointer exception. By mistake, you have written the same code in the multiple classes. Duplicate code is available. All the developers' mistakes will be identified by Sonar Cube when you do the code review. So you need to know how to perform the code review by using Sonar Cube. Are you clear? Next one. You need to learn about one tool called JUnit. You should know about a tool called JUnit that is used for unit testing. Whatever the code you have written, is that code working as expected or not? We have to test. For that, we will perform unit testing. To perform the unit testing, JUnit is required. And when we are doing that unit testing, we are going to use something called Mockito. So to perform isolated unit testing, we will use JUnit with Mockito in the real time. Once this is completed, then we are going to check the code coverage by using Jacoco. how your code is unit tested, what is the code coverage percentage is there, that we will identify by using a tool called Jacoco. And the next one, you need to implement logging in your project. Log4j. What is logging? We will discuss in the coming classes. I already told you here. So when your application is running, logs should be generated to understand the behavior of your application. So to generate the log messages, we will use log4j. To monitor that log messages of the application, we will use ELK, Elasticsearch, Logstash, Kibana. These are tools we are going to use in order to monitor logs of our application. Sir, how many of you listening to this terminology first time? ELK, Log4j, Jacoco, Mockito, JUnit, SonarCube, Jira, Maven. Maybe you might have heard about GitHub and Maven. Those are common, right? But these are required. These are required. ELK. ELK is used for log monitoring. Log4j to generate the log messages. ELK to monitor the logs of our application. Jacoco, code coverage. Mockito, JUnit, unit testing. SonarCube, code review. Jira, project management. Maven, Gradle, build tools. GitHub and Bitbucket, source code repository to integrate all the code at one place. Then after, we are going to learn about JUnit. Sorry, already covered, right? JMeter. There is a tool called JMeter. What is a JMeter? JMeter is used for performance testing. You developed one application. You are accessing that application in your system, localhost colon 8080. Server will give response very quickly. But in the reality, one application will be accessed by lakhs of users at a time. So if 1 lakh users access your application, what is average response time of your application? Are you getting my point? I want to check stability of my application. I want to check responsiveness of my application. My application is running in one Linux machine. If 1,000 people access at a time, how it is responding? If 10,000 people access at a time, how it is responding? If 1 lakh people access at a time, how it is responding? We need to test as a developer. That is called performance testing. To do the performance testing, we are going to use a software called JMeter. JMeter is a free software which is used to implement performance testing of our application. After this, we are going to learn about a tool called Docker. Docker is used to run our application as a container. I can't tell you what is Docker now. For now, just keep in mind, Docker is a containerization software which is used to run our application in any machine. Docker is used to run our application in any machine. Then whatever the Docker containers we are creating, to manage those Docker containers, we are going to use a tool called Kubernetes. That Kubernetes is called as orchestration. Docker is a containerization software. Kubernetes is called as orchestration software. Docker is used to run our application in any machine. To manage those Docker containers, we are going to use a software called Kubernetes. Kubernetes is called as orchestration. After this, we are going to learn one tool called Jenkins CI/CD server. Jenkins CI/CD server. Continuous integration, continuous deployment. Whenever you modify some code in the GitHub, then immediately Jenkins will take the code from the GitHub. It will build that code by using Maven. It will test that code by using, it will review that code by using Sonar. It will create a Docker image. It will deploy that code in the Kubernetes. Okay. Jenkins is a CI/CD server which is used to automate our project build and deployment process. In the real time, we will never do the manual build and deployment. We are going to automate project build and deployment by using a software called Jenkins. Every developer should know. And the next one, there is another tool available which is called Nexus. This Nexus is called as Artifactory Server. Nexus is called as Artifactory server. Your project having some jar files. Your project is having war files. In the industry, to store source code of the project, we will use GitHub or Bitbucket. To store jar files of the project, we will use Nexus. In some company, Nexus will be available. In some company, JFrog will be available. Are you able to follow me? So what is the difference between GitHub and Nexus? What is the difference between GitHub and Nexus? GitHub is used to store the source code of the project. And what is the purpose of Nexus? Artifactory server. What is the meaning of Artifactory server? Jar files, war files will be stored into Artifactory server. Then after this, we are going to learn a tool called Apache Kafka. Apache Kafka is used as a message broker. Apache Kafka is used as a message broker. If one application want to send the data to the another application, then we will use Kafka as a mediator. I have a payment service. I have a order service. When the payment is successful, payment should be confirmed to the order. Payment microservice should give the information to the order microservice. One microservice want to send the data to another microservice. That's where message broker comes into picture. We are going to use Apache Kafka as a message broker. Are you clear with my point? Okay. Next up, after this one, we are going to learn about Redis cache. What is the tool, guys? Redis. I can see some dull faces. Sir, what all these things? What are these things? Why we need to learn all these things? In the Amirpet, first of all, people will not teach you real-time project. If they want to teach real-time project, they have to teach all these tools also. Without these tools, project will not be available in the real time. That is the reality. So from now onwards, you need to come out from Amirpet mindset. You need to think like a working person. So even if you are a fresher in the industry, you have to work with all these tools on daily basis. Sir, I am a fresher now. Why should I learn all these things? If you don't learn all these things, you are not called as a Java developer nowadays. I already told you, present situation in the market. Java developer means core Java, advanced Java, database, Spring Boot, microservices, cloud, DevOps tools, plus front-end framework like Angular or React. If you know these things, then only you are called as full stack developer. Then only company will call you for the interview. Are you getting my point? Good. What is Apache Kafka? Message broker. What is the meaning of a message broker? One application is going to communicate with the another application. Next one. Redis cache. Any idea? What is cache? Come on. What is cache?
Temporary memory.
Temporary memory, guys. So it is a temporary memory. So if you have any static data in the application, if you have any static data in the simple example, I will tell you. If you go to our website ashokit.in, now login page, this project is developed with the Angular frontend, backend Spring Boot microservice, guys. So recently, earlier our project was there on the PHP. Recently, I have redeveloped it by using Angular and Spring Boot. Frontend is Angular, backend is Spring Boot for Ashok IT website now. So in this project, if you want to create a new account, when you go here, country codes are coming. Okay, this data is coming from the database table. So now these country codes will change every day. These country codes will change every day or will not change every day? Will not change every day. Now assume that. So in the online we have 130 people. In the offline we have around 50 people. 180 people are there in the JRTP class now. These 180 people want to create a account in the Ashok IT website. They want to create an account in the Ashok IT website. For this website, I am having database. In the backend, I have a database. In the database, my country's details are available. Now, first person want to create an account. He will go to our application, create new account page. Then I should fetch the data from the database table by using Spring Boot application. That data I need to display in the Angular application. Okay. So for one person request, when one person came to registration page, my application should communicate with the database, execute a query, select star from country table, get the data, display the data in the UI. So if you want to register in our website, one database call will happen to get the country's data. After 1 minute, one more person came to register in our website. Again, I need to make a DB call to get the country's data. For second person, second database call. Third person, third query. Fourth person, fourth time. If 100 people want to create account today, 100 times my query is executing to get the data from the country table. What is the query? Select star from country. Same data again and again I am retrieving from the database. Is there any use? Is there any use? No use. Why? Countries is static. In my table, countries data is static. When a person came to my website, in order to create an account in my website, I will fetch the data from the database. I will display in the drop down. So for one person, I'm making one query execution. I'm making one database call. For second request, second database call. Third request, third database call. For example, 1,000 people want to create account today in my website. There is some offer. One of the course I'm giving for free of cost. 1,000 people want to register for that course in our website. 1,000 people will access my application at a time. 1,000 queries will execute in the backend to get the same data. I am running 1,000 queries. That means 1,000 times network call is happening. My code is running in one server, my database running in another server. From one machine, we are sending a network call to the another machine, which will reduce performance of the application. Are you guys getting my point? What is the problem now? If you are hitting database every time to get the same data, application performance will be reduced. So to avoid this problem, to reduce number of database calls in the project, we are going to set up a tool called Redis cache. What is that cache? Temporary storage. Hey, Ashok IT website. When you want to get the country's data, that is a static data, no need to go to the database. That data is available in the Redis only. You get the data from the Redis and display in the UI. Are you getting my point? So when there is a static data in the project, we should not hit the database to get the data every time. Only one time you get the data from the database. Store in the Redis. Every time when you want, you take from the Redis only, not from the database. Why? Why? What is the problem if I get the data from the database? What is the problem if I get the data from the database?
I think
Network call.
Performance
maintenance.
issue. Database call is a costly operation in terms of execution. Driver should be loaded, connection should be created, query should be executed, data should be processed, connection should be closed. So this is a costly operation in terms of execution. It will take more time. Time complexity will increase, guys. So that's why when you are dealing with the static data in the project, we need to go for Redis cache. And next, along with this, we are going to learn one more tool called Postman that is used for API testing. We are developing backend API to whenever we are developing the backend, there is no front end. I want to test only backend without developing front end. I want to test my microservices. Then we will go for a tool called Postman. And whatever backend API I developed, I want to generate the documentation for the backend API. For that, we will use Swagger. We are going to use a tool called Swagger tool that is used for generating documentation. Postman is used for API testing. Swagger is used for API documentation. These are the tools we are going to learn as part of our course. Come on, can you read the tools name? What are the tools we are going to cover? GitHub, Bitbucket, Maven, Gradle, Jira, SonarCube, JUnit, Mockito, Jacoco, Log4j, ELK, JMeter, Docker, Kubernetes, Jenkins, Nexus, Apache Kafka, Redis Cache, Postman, Swagger. How many? 18, 22, 20, right? Here, you're considering as 1, 2, right? Here also 2 available, na? So total how many tools are there? 20 tools are there. Almost 20 tools we are going to learn as part of our project. So Linux, AWS and DevOps tools we are going to learn as part of this course. Now, next, another important module, module 5. The module 5, we are going to learn some mini projects development, guys. Before going to develop our project, we are going to develop 2 mini projects here. Mini project in the sense, a small application I will give you, a requirement I will give you. That requirement you need to analyze, you need to come up with the database design. When a simple example, I will show you mini project what we are going to develop. Yeah. So in my 27 JRTP, that is a course which is going to complete by this weekend, right? So in this course, you can see what all the topics I have covered. Linux I covered first in the same pattern. This is previous batch. Previous batch. Linux we covered, AWS, tools, Jira, Maven, GitHub, logging, JMeter. What is this? Mini project FDD. Currently what they are learning? Kafka completed, Redis completed. What they are learning now? Kubernetes they are learning. Okay. Now if you go to mini project every day after class is completed, notes will be available in the website for you like this. Now, so if I go to mini project FDD, I'm going to give you one requirement like this. I'm going to give you one requirement like this. So I will give 1 hour time to read the document. After 1 hour of time, in order to develop this requirement, you need to tell me database design. To develop this project, how many tables we need to create, how many primary keys are required, how many foreign keys are required, okay, what is the relationship that you need to design the database for the application. First you will do the design of the database with your mindset, with your thought process. You need to design the database. After your database design completed, I will tell my database design for the same project. Then comparison, your design, my design. What is the mistake you have done? You will identify that. Are you guys getting my point? So project means it's not my plate of meals. Project means it is your plate of meals. You have to take it. You have to do that project on your own. I will be here like a mentor for you to help you to solve the problems what you are facing. So as of now, core Java, advanced Java, Spring Boot, microservice. Whatever faculty is teaching, you are learning. Whatever faculty code is you are taking, you are executing. But here concept is reverse. First you have to do the work, then I will do the work. If I do the work first, what is the problem? You will not learn anything. If I explain this project development within 3-4 hours, I can complete the coding, but you will not learn anything. So the concept is first you have to develop the project, then I will develop the project in the class. Every class will be live. Every requirement we will develop in the live class with live coding only, but the concept is different here. First student should try, maybe successful or maybe failure. Then I will explain. Then you compare what is the problem you are facing in the development, where you need to improve your skill set. So that is what we are going to follow in the mini project development. Okay. So login page will be available, registration page will be available, dashboard will be available, the drop downs will be available, data filtering will be available in the first mini project. When I say mini project, 3-4 screens will be available, and that project you need to complete on your own, and you can do it. I will help you how to complete that. Then coming to second mini project here. Second mini project FDD is available. When you go to second mini project registration page, country, state, city. When you select country, that country state should come. When you select the state, that state city should come. And in this registration, password is not available. When you create the account, user will get the password in the email. When the user log in, it will ask you to reset the password. When you reset the password, you will go to the dashboard. In the dashboard, we will get some random quotation from the third party API and we'll display like this. Mini projects requirement will be available. One mini project is related to counselors portal. Second mini project is related to user management. So two mini projects we are going to develop as part of our course. In this mini projects we are going to learn requirements analysis, guys. I will give the document. I want you to analyze that requirement. I will give the document. I want you to analyze the requirement. Then you need to complete DB design. Then you need to complete components design. When I say components design, how many classes we need to take for that requirement, how many methods we need to take, what parameters, what return types we need to take for the method, those things we are going to learn. Then development will be available. Then testing will be available. Development will be there, testing will be there for that project. Are you able to follow this? So we are going to develop two mini projects. Next, module 6, which is Angular. Front end, you need to develop the full stack application, right? So for that we are going to cover Angular. Angular we are giving as part of the JRTP as a bonus. So you need to learn that Angular front end framework in order to develop our full stack application. So once it is done, then module 7, that is going to be our major project. That major project is e-commerce domain. We are going to develop a major project with the e-commerce domain. Okay, what is our project functionality? That is also available in the YouTube channel. I have given one video for that. So if you go to our YouTube channel videos, latest videos, if you see Java real-time project with e-commerce domain video I have uploaded. Yeah, e-commerce project development with the Spring Boot. So you can see the project functionality. That is a full stack application. Backend microservices will be available. Front end Angular will be available. So this is the e-commerce project that we are going to develop in our course. Products will be available. Product categories will be available. Okay. You can search the products. You can filter the products. You can add the products to the cart and you can do the payment gateway in the project. Now see, mobiles, when I click, only mobiles are loading. When I click shirts, only shirts are loading, and I can search the products also by using search button. If I select the category, no products are found. Type something. When I type laptop, only laptops are coming. So product category filtering available, product searching is available. Okay. And we can add the product to the cart. How you are doing online shopping by using Flipkart, Amazon. In the same way, we are going to develop one application here. See that. Currently cart is empty, no products available in the cart. When I click on add to cart, the project will be added to the cart. Someone, where is that? Okay, the YouTube video voice is coming up. Right. Yeah. So now I'm adding the product to the cart. Okay, you can see that product is added to the cart. Then you can see the items which are available in the cart. There you can increase the quantity, you can decrease the quantity of the product. And if you want to remove from the cart, remove button is available. I can increase the quantity, I can decrease, and I will go for proceed to checkout. When I go to proceed to checkout, it will ask your details, address details, purchase. When you click on purchase, then payment gateway will open. Razorpay payment gateway is available. Everything we are going to implement. Everything you will implement on your own. That is the meaning of real-time project. Once the payment is completed, your order will be successful. Yeah, payment success. Yeah. Once payment is successful, order confirmation page will come. Then you can log in and you can check what all the orders you have placed and you can see the order details also. So like this, we are going to develop one major project, guys, as part of our course that we are going to learn today. Major project development will be available. That major project is e-commerce. Front end will be Angular. Back end will be microservices. After this module 7, the last module of our course, module 8, that is interview guidance. How to prepare your resume. I will conduct some mock interviews for you. How you need to manage your career gap as an experience, right? How to attend the interviews. Some frequently asked interview questions. Okay, topic wise interview questions, mock interviews we are going to conduct. Resume preparation, I will tell you. How to apply for the jobs, how to communicate with the HR, how to deal with joining formalities in the company, how to deal with exit formalities in the company. All that information we are going to learn as part of our interview guidance. So with this, our JRTP course will be completed. Are you clear with my point? Yeah. Look at this. What is the first module? Industry project information that we are going to learn. Second module, Linux operating system. Third module, AWS Cloud. Fourth module, DevOps tools. How many tools? 20 DevOps tools that we are going to learn, but all the tools we will not learn at a time, guys, step by step. So initially we will learn some tools. In the first mini project, we will learn some tools. In the second mini project, we will learn some tools. In the major project, we will learn some tools. If I explain all the tools in the starting, by end of the project course, you will forget them. So that's why initially I will explain one or two tools. Then slowly, step by step, we are going to cover the tools. By end of the course, all the 20 tools will be completed. Suppose now, if I want to teach a sonar cube, first we need to develop one project, then only I can do the code review. Okay, that is the reason. So all the tools we will not complete at a time. So project by project, we are going to learn the tools, right? And what is the module 5? What first one? What is the module 1? Software industry, details, project information, interview guidance. Module 2, Linux. Why Linux? In the real time, every project will be deployed with the Linux operating system. What is module 3? AWS Cloud. Why we need to learn the AWS Cloud? To manage our infrastructure in the cloud platform. Okay. What is the module 4? DevOps tools. 20 tools we are going to learn. Module 5. Why mini projects, or why directly we going to go for major project? Why mini projects? To improve your coding skills. Mini projects are used to improve your coding skills. You need to think like a real-time developer. Your database design, your coding skills I want to see, then I will explain the coding for you. Okay, so we will improve, we will change your thought process, guys. When some requirement is given to you, you should be able to think on your own. As of now, whatever the example faculty explain in the class, same example you are practicing. But from now onwards, nobody will explain you. You need to think on your own. You should use your brain. Your self-learnings are very important. Your thought process should change. Suppose if I give some requirement, you should come up with a plan. What is the table required for this? How many tables required? How many classes required? How many methods required? What is parameter for the method? What is return type of the method? Everything you should be able to identify on your own before starting the coding itself. You need to prepare the plan. With that plan, we are going to start the development. Okay, so the mini projects will help you to improve your coding skills. That mini projects development will change your thought process as a Java developer. I am 100% sure your thought process will change as part of the mini projects development. You will start thinking like a real-time developer. So as part of these mini projects, you will start thinking like a real-time experienced Java developer. I will give you the techniques for that. Next, module 6. Why Angular? To develop front end of our application. Okay. Module 7. Major project. What is the major project domain? E-commerce. Online shopping portal we are going to develop with microservices. In the backend, 5-6 microservices will be available. In the front end, Angular application will be available. Okay. Module 8. Interview guidance. So this is what we are going to learn as part of our course. You got the clarity? What are the prerequisites and what is the course content? Are you happy with the content? You cannot find anywhere in the market. Nobody will give you JRTP course with this much content for you, right? Next up. Next one. Who is eligible to attend this course, guys? Who should attend this course? Who should attend? Sir, people may have a doubt. Sir, I'm having 0 years of experience. I'm a fresher. Do I need to attend this course? Now, by looking at the content, you can tell me, is it required for the freshers or not required? Required for the freshers or not? Definitely, sir. Tomorrow when you go for company, how you will check your tasks? By using Jira. When you develop a code, you need to review that code. How you will review that code? Will you tell that I'm a fresher, I will not do the code review? When you go to the company, will you tell that I'm a fresher, I will not use code review, I will not do that? Can you tell to your manager? Your manager will tell you, our database available in the AWS Cloud. You need to develop a project to communicate with the database in the cloud. Can you tell to manager, I'm a fresher, I will install database in my system? So even if you are a fresher or if you are a experienced, you need to follow the company rules. You need to follow the company rules. So freshers also should attend this course, guys. Otherwise, it will be very, very difficult. But in the interview, they may not ask questions on all these concepts for the freshers. But as part of the job, definitely you have to work with all these concepts. Freshers also should attend this course. And experienced people. Sir, I'm experienced developer. Do I need to attend this course? So if you are experienced people, definitely this course will help you better than freshers, because experienced people knows the value of this course, how to survive in the job. Sir, I am working in the production support. I'm working in the production support. I want to switch my profile to the development. Is this course going to help me? Definitely, this course is going to help you to switch from production support to development role. Okay, so both freshers and experienced developers can attend this course. Definitely it is going to help you. Now, sir, what is the benefit of attending? What is the benefit? What is the benefit of attending? You will get real-time exposure. You will get the real-time exposure. So in the company, how the project team members will work, how the code integrations will happen, how the code reviews will happen, how the code deployment will happen. You will get real-time exposure. Your thought process will change. So now you are thinking like a fresher. If a faculty explain one program, same program you will practice. But here, faculty will not explain. You need to think and you need to develop. So your thought process is going to change here. And next advantage, your coding skills will improve. Why coding skills will improve? You are doing, from that you are going to learn. First you will do the code, whether it is correct or wrong, then later I will develop the code. You compare your code with my code, then you can find some gaps in the development. So whatever the mistakes you are doing, I will show you your mistakes. So if you realize where you are doing the mistake, next time you will not do the same mistake. So like that, your coding skills are going to improve as part of this. And the next one, you are going to learn full stack development with the project. Full stack development with a real-time e-commerce application. Backend we will develop with microservices. Frontend you are going to learn with the Angular. You can keep your resume as a full stack developer. And you are going to learn 50% of DevOps course here. So it is not only just Java real-time project. As part of the Java project, what you are going to learn? 50% of the DevOps you are going to learn. I will show you. Sir, why we are learning 50% of DevOps? What we are learning in the DevOps here? So if you see DevOps syllabus, then you will realize. So in our institute, DevOps with AWS course available. What is the fees for that? 16,000. Go to course content of the DevOps. Okay, in the DevOps, what we are going to learn? SDLC. We will cover that SDLC here also with the Agile. What is this? We are going to learn the Linux here. Then next one, GitHub we are learning. Next, Maven we are learning. Next one, Jenkins also we are going to learn. Then next one, Nexus. What is Nexus? Artifactory. This Ansible we are not covering in the JRTP. That is not required. What is the next one? Docker. What is the next one? And what is this? And Terraform we are not covering for the Java. So in the DevOps syllabus, only two tools we are not covering in the JRTP. One is the Ansible, another one is Terraform. So how much DevOps you are learning? More than 50% of DevOps also we are going to learn as part of our course. Are you getting my point? And in the DevOps, there will be a concept called AWS. Some AWS cloud computings also, cloud computing basics also we are going to learn as part of our course. So 50% of the DevOps syllabus also we are covering as part of our JRTP. So you see Docker for DevOps also it is available, Kubernetes, Jenkins, Nexus, and the next one Maven, GitHub, Jira, SonarQube. All these tools will be covered in the DevOps course also and as well as in the JRTP course also. Able to follow me? Good. So what is the benefit of attending our course? You will get real-time exposure. That means how to configure all the tools, how to do the development by using tools, how to review the code by using tools, how to deploy the code in the Linux machine with the AWS Cloud. All those things we are going to learn. You will be getting the real-time exposure as part of this course. And the most important thing is your thought process will change. That means you are going to become a independent developer. I will make you as an independent developer. If I give you some task, you should be able to start the designing of that requirement. Database design, classes design, methods design, you need to do on your own. So your thought process will change. You will start thinking like a experienced developer after the 2 mini projects are completed. Then what is the next step? Coding skills. How coding skills will improve? First you will develop the mini project, then I will develop the mini project in the class. You can see the difference. Your coding, your coding style, my coding style, you can compare. Then you will see where you are doing the mistake. If you realize where you are doing the mistake, next time you will not repeat that mistake. So from that you are going to learn you will improve your coding skills. Then you are going to learn full stack, back and front end separately we will be developing and we are going to integrate them. So next one, what is this advantage? You are going to learn 50% of DevOps course syllabus here. Not 100% I'm saying 50% of the DevOps syllabus also you are going to learn as part of this. You will get knowledge on cloud infrastructure. You will be getting the knowledge on the cloud infrastructure. We will set up our tools in the AWS Cloud. Our database will be available in the AWS Cloud. Our servers will be available in the AWS Cloud. You are going to work with the cloud infrastructure as part of our program. And the most important thing, guys, if you attend this JRTP course along with the Spring Boot microservices, you are equal to 3 years of you are equal to 3 years of experienced Java developer. That much knowledge you are going to gain. So after this course is completed, you are not called as a fresh. Your knowledge, whatever the knowledge you are having, based on that, you are not called as a fresher. You will be called as a experienced developer. You will be called as a experienced developer. And nowadays, I have got this message from previous batch students. When our student is going for the interview, by looking at the resume, they are asking, are you from Ashok IT? In the companies, by looking at the resume, they are asking, are you from Ashok IT? Because they are going to the interview by keeping 20 tools in the resume. By looking at these 20 tools, they will get a question. By within 3 years, how you got the chance to work with? I have 8 years experience. I don't know all these tools. I never used these tools in my project, but you have only 2 years experience. Why you work with all these tools? By looking at these tools, by looking at the project we are keeping in the resume, people are recognizing that you are from Ashok IT. Because my students are there in almost, I have trained nearly 50,000 students in my last 8 years of time. 50 to 60,000 people attended my project course. They know our syllabus, they know our content. So they are team leads in the companies. Now they are working as managers also in the startup company. By looking at the resume, recognize, okay, he is from Ashok IT JRTP batch. So that is the message I got from the previous people, sir. When we go for the interview, people are recognizing that we are from Ashok IT. So earlier, I used to take one project on insurance for the JRTP, but as people are recognizing by looking at that project, I changed the project to e-commerce from last batch onwards. So I have taken one insurance project for last almost 5 to 6 years onwards. I was teaching one insurance application. That is a government health insurance application. I developed that application for Deloitte company. Same project I used to teach in the JRTP. So many people keeping the resume with the same project. So in the companies, they are recognizing this is a fake project. People are coming from Ashok IT. So I have changed the project to the e-commerce application now. 27 JRTP, 28 JRTP with the e-commerce. 29 JRTP, we will change the project again. For every 2 batches, we are going to change the projects now, so that people will not have that clash. Okay, so we need to prepare this resume with all these tools, cloud, Linux. Definitely, the interviewer will get shocked by looking at your resume. Fresher, AWS, Linux, 20 plus tools, DevOps syllabus. So definitely your resume will be very big, guys. Definitely your resume is going to be very big. So that is what I'm saying. Once you attend this course, you are no more called as a fresher. You are equal to what? You are equal to 3 years experienced. You are equal to 3 years experienced Java developer. So actually, in my 11 years, whatever I have learnt in the industry, everything I am teaching in the JRTP course. So in my 11 years of IT experience, whatever the concepts I used, whatever the tools I used, whatever the scenarios I have faced, everything I am covering as part of our project training. So the content is at the 10 years level, but you can't go with the 10 years of experience. So that's why I'm saying you are going to be equal to 3 years experienced Java developer once you attend this training. Will you agree with me? Good. So what is the benefit of attending this course? Can you read the points? What is the first thing? We will get, come on, read out. We will get real-time exposure. Next,
Thought process will change.
our thought process will change. Next, our coding skills will improve. Full stack development with real-time project. Next,
We are going to learn 50% of DevOps
we are
course
going to
syllabus
learn
here.
50% of DevOps course syllabus here. Next,
We'll
we
get
will get the
knowledge on
knowledge on
cloud
cloud
infrastructure.
infrastructure. Which cloud? AWS.
AWS.
Next,
Will be equal to 3
we
years
are
of
equal to 3 years experienced Java developer in terms of
Subject.
skills, in terms of skill set. Your skill set is equal to 3 years experienced Java developer once you complete this course. You got my point? Good. Next, coming to course details, guys. Coming to course details. As I told you, the course code, course name, Java real-time project. So your batch code is 28 JRTP. Your course code is 28 JRTP. So this trainer will be myself. Okay, only Angular I'm not going to take, guys. Angular course will be taken care by separate faculty. Only Angular will be available as a online for you. Remaining everything will be available as a offline. Only Angular framework will be taken care by other UI trainer. So he will take that Angular as part of what is that? Online training. Only Angular part will be available as a online. So the remaining parts I'm going to take. Okay. And the next one, course start date. Today is our day 1. So course started today, and course duration, it is going to take 3 to 4 months. It is going to take 3 to 4 months of time. Sir, why 1 month buffer? Course project means how quickly you are completing the tasks. Here it is not like everything I will develop. I want people to develop and show me. I will be like your team lead to develop the project. I will give the tasks for you. I want you people to complete those tasks. I will review. If you are not able to do anything, then I will help you. So from today, I am not teacher. You are not student. You are my employee. I am your team lead. That's it. Right? So it is going to be like a teamwork. I will give the tasks for you and you have to complete those tasks. We will work like a team. It's not like a teacher and student. We are going to work like a team. I will assign the tasks for you and I will help you to complete those tasks on your own. So you need to improve your skills. For that, you need to start doing the coding on your own. So the course duration, 3 to 4 months of time it is going to take. And coming to daily class notes, soft copy notes will be provided. Soft copy notes will be provided. As I have shown you for the existing batch, how the notes we are providing. For every topic, a notes will be available like this. Suppose if you see Linux. So if you open complete Linux soft copy material will be available. All the Linux commands that we are using. So it is available as part of our notes. So for every topic, the notes is already available and I will share that notes also. And suppose if you go to 1 second. Yeah. So for every topic, whatever, for every tool that we are learning now. So now if you see login again, soft copy notes will be provided for this course for every topic. Yeah, 27 JRTP. This is previous batch. Suppose if you talk about AWS nodes, what is AWS Cloud? Why we need to go for AWS Cloud? How to set up machines in the AWS Cloud? The complete AWS syllabus document notes is available in our website. I will share you all these files with you. Suppose if you are going to learn the GitHub, how to work with GitHub, what are the commands that we are going to use in the GitHub, what is push command, what is commit command, what is the syntax to do that commit. So everything will be available as a soft copy notes for you. On daily basis, I will be uploading the notes. You can download these notes. How to download? Suppose if you click on the download button, notes will open. Control A, Control C. You can copy the content and you can save that in your local file, guys. You can copy that, you can copy and you can paste that content in your file. Okay. So like this, notes will be available for you. Okay. And the next one, coming to course fees. So generally outside people for JRTP, they will charge 5,000. For AWS, they will charge 5,000. For Angular, they will charge 5,000. Total how much? For JRTP 5,000 they will take. For AWS 5,000. For Angular 5,000. This is outside price. But in Ashok IT for JRTP we are giving for 9,000. For 9,000 you are going to get all these things. JRTP, AWS, Angular, everything we are going to cover as part of 9,000. Total, all the 8 modules that are available, the price of this course is 9,000 rupees. So for the 9,000, you are going to get live classes and soft copy material. So if you want backup videos, 3,000 rupees will be extra for that. So 1 year videos access. So if you want only live classes with notes, you can go with 9,000 rupees plan. Along with this, if you want the backup videos for 1 year video access, then videos 3,000. So total it is going to be 12,000 rupees for the complete course along with the backup videos. The videos 1 year validity after course completion. So today we are starting the course. What is this? November, December, January, February. By end of March, that course is going to complete. From 25 March to 26 March, the videos access will be available for you, right? December, January, February. Yeah. So mostly by March, our syllabus will be completed. Okay. From 25 March to 26 March, the backup videos access will be available for you. Sir, do we need to wait till March to attend the interviews? Not required. From February onwards, you can start giving the interviews also. I will, once the major project architecture is completed, then I will tell you the resume preparation. From the February onwards, you can start attending the interviews also. Your interview preparation and our course will happen parallelly from the February. You got my point? Good. So course name 28 JRTP, trainer myself. Angular separate trainer will be available. Only Angular will happen in the online. So Angular sessions will be started evening slot, guys. Morning JRTP and Spring Boot is available na. Angular classes will start either 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. in the evening slot. Right? That will be online. The course duration 3 to 4 months. Angular you need to attend parallelly. Okay. So mostly after 15 to 20 days of time, Angular course will start in the evening. I will update you from when you need to attend the Angular. You no need to pay separately for the Angular. For JRTP people, Angular we are giving for free of cost. And that Angular required for our major project development. And duration 3 to 4 months of time it is going to take. Soft copy notes will be provided for you on every topic that we are going to discuss. And course fees is 9,000 rupees without videos. For backup videos 3,000 extra. 1 year video validity will be available. Sir, why extra for videos? Videos we are going to store into cloud platform. I need to pay the license for the cloud provider to maintain the videos for you. So we are using Teachable website to store our videos. So yearly I am paying 2 lakh rupees for that cloud platform to maintain the videos. So that's the reason for backup videos we are taking 3,000 rupees extra. Good. So this is about our
Sir,
course.
weekly, how many days we have the class?
Sorry.
Weekly, how many
Yeah.
days we are taking the class?
Weekly, how many days the classes will be available? So that, sorry, I forgot to tell you class timings, right? Class timings daily 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. IST, guys. Monday to Saturday. Weekly 6 days, guys. Sunday, some Sundays class will not happen. Some Sundays class will be there. If the syllabus is delaying, na, mostly tools we will try to conduct on the Sundays so that we can save the time. Sunday we can take 2 to 3 hours workshop on the tools concept. I think you might have seen every Sunday we will be having one workshop. So any one tool we can cover on the Sunday so that we can save that time. If you cooperate on the Sundays for the tools for the workshop, syllabus I can complete in 3 months. If you don't want me to take the tools on the Sundays, course will take 4 months. Okay. So based on that, you can plan. So not every Sunday, at least monthly 2 Sundays we can utilize for the tools so that within 3 months we can complete the syllabus. By February, and another problem, Sankranti festival is there. For that 1 week leaves will be there. And another thing is December 12th, I'm going to Shabarimala. I think 2-3 days I will not be available. So 1 week or 10 days leaves will be available. So that is the reason mostly by March this will be completed. February I will try, but I cannot guarantee by February. Mostly by March we are going to finish the syllabus. But from February you can start attending the interviews for that. Okay, good.
Sir, instead of Angular, can I take front-end course?
Angular,
Yeah.
I will take your doubts, sir. I will take your
Told,
doubts. Okay. First of all, before going
Angular,
for the doubts
yes.
clarification, all of you clear with the details? So what we understood today, prerequisites to attend this course content, who is eligible, what are the benefits of attending this course, and we discussed about course details like what is the duration, timings, fees, okay, and weekly how many days classes will happen. Keep in mind, Monday to Saturday classes will be there. If required, some Sundays we are going to conduct extra classes for the tools. Regular topic I will not take on Sunday. Only tools we will conduct on the Sundays, guys. Perfect. Now, first, offline students. Any questions? Anyone? Huh? Angular? In the Angular. So Angular is developed based on TypeScript. So in the Angular, the coding will be done by using TypeScript. So if you want to learn the TypeScript, you should know the JavaScript. If you know the JavaScript, in the Angular, we will teach TypeScript and we will teach the Angular. So only prerequisite for the Angular, basics of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Then Angular faculty will teach TypeScript. Based on the TypeScript, we will learn the Angular. TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript. Every line we are going to write in the class. Line by line coding will be available in the class. Mini projects, major project, everything we will develop in the class. Every day doubts clarification will be there. So 7:30 to 8:45 I will take the class. 8:45 to 9 you can ask the doubts, and along with this we are going to create one WhatsApp group also for both offline people and online people. Any question if you have, you can post your questions in the group also. And for offline people, I will be available here, and the mentor is also available. Any doubts you get, you can talk to the mentor. If mentor is not able to solve your problem, you can come to my cabin. I will solve your problem. Okay. For online people also, mentor will be available in the group. Any doubts you get, you can directly talk to the mentor to solve. If anybody, online students facing some issue, I will take their screen share at the end of the class. I will solve their problems what they are facing. So complete support will be available till end of the course. Yep. Any other questions?
Hello, sir. JW
First,
is there.
online people, I will give time for you. Give me another 2 minutes. Offline students, any other questions? Anyone? So from tomorrow onwards, our batting will start. From tomorrow, regular class will start. We are going to start with module 1 from tomorrow. Okay, good, fine. Online students, so today is the first session. This is orientation session. Course introduction is completed. From tomorrow, directly I will start the topic. We will start with the module 1. Right. For online students, same Zoom link you can use to attend the next 4 classes, guys. So today introduction completed na. Next 4 classes you can attend for free of cost. After 4 classes, if you are interested, then you can enroll for the course. Once your enrollment is completed, you will get the access for the course in the website. Then you can access the notes and you can access the videos also. Got my point? Good. So online students, today's video I'm going to upload in our Ashok IT WhatsApp channel. And another information, in our WhatsApp channel, guys, every day we are posting job updates also. So in which company openings available for freshers, for experienced people, job updates I'm giving in my WhatsApp channel. So if anybody not following that WhatsApp channel, please follow. Okay, I have given that channel link in the chat box for online people. Offline people, you can open our website Ashok IT. In the website, if you go to training schedule, the batches information available, join in WhatsApp group. If you click on this link now, our channel will open. You just follow that channel. So interview questions, any videos on the important topics, job updates, I'm going to share in that WhatsApp channel. If you follow that channel, you will not miss any update from us. You got my point? Good. Okay. Any other questions for offline? Good, na? Good. Thank you. We have Spring Boot class at 9:30.
Hello, Mr. Ashok. Hello.
What is the time now? Okay,
I
we'll
have
start at 10
questions.
o'clock then today.
I
Thank
have
you.
question, Mr. Ashok.
Yeah, 1 minute, sir.